Hey guys, welcome back to Open Source Outlaw. Today I'm going to show you how to flash the stock firmware back onto your Tab Pro 12.2. This process will work on most Samsung devices and is also the same process for most other devices that are not Samsung. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to sammobile.com and you're going to want to set up a free account up in the top right hand corner. The reason why you need a free account is because you can't download the firmware without a free account. Once you've done that, you want to come back to the home page and go to Firmware up at the top of the page, in between Opinion and Devices. And then here you're going to want to type in your model number. So for the Tab Pro 12.2 users, you're going to want to press SM-T900. And it's auto-filled down at the bottom. Click that and search. Now here are all the firmwares for every country. You'll notice that United States is not listed here. Reason being is that it's actually listed as Cellular South, so you want to get that one. It's the second one from the top. Click it, download it. It's probably going to take about an hour or so, so go ahead and do that. While you're downloading the file, you need to get Odin as well, and Odin is the program you're going to use to flash the firmware back onto your tablet. So go ahead and do a Google search and look for Odin. Otherwise, I'll put a link in the description so you can directly download Odin from this video. Once you have both files, you want to go ahead and make sure you have your Samsung drivers installed. You can do this by either plugging in your tablet and having Windows recognize the tablet and install the drivers, or you can just go into a Google search and download the drivers manually and install them manually. You just want to make sure you don't install Samsung keys, because that's going to interfere with the it's going to interfere with Odin, the program you're going to do to flash the firmware. Alright, once that's all done, you want to go ahead and open Odin, and then you want to go ahead and grab your tablet, put it into download mode, and you do that by holding the volume down and the power button at the same time until the screen turns off and goes into the download mode screen. It's going to ask you to press volume up to activate download mode. Go ahead and do that. Go get your white power cable and plug it into your tablet, and then plug it into your computer. And once you've done that, underneath ID COM, which is on the left hand side, there's a little box underneath. If that shows some text with like blue or yellow, you're good to go. You then want to head over to the PDA button underneath the bootloader button. Click PDA, and you want to find your firmware. If you can't find your firmware, it's probably because you didn't extract the zip file that came when you downloaded the firmware. It comes as a zip file, so you just want to take WinRAR or 7-zip and extract that zip file, and then the file you get from that is the one you want to use through the PDA button. So go ahead and click the firmware once you've got that and open it. And then right next to PDA in this long box here, you'll see the file name appear eventually. It might take a minute or two before Odin adds the file to the program. And then once you're able to press start, go ahead and press start. Also, I want to mention that you want to have more than 50% battery to do this. It takes a little while for it to install. But once you press start, again, it's going to install, and then eventually your tablet's going to reboot by itself, and it will end up at the Samsung setup screen. The same setup screen you use when you first turn on your tablet for the very first time, where you set up like stuff like date and time, your Google account, your Samsung account, set up your Wi-Fi, that type stuff. Alright, and once that's all done, you're all set. You can unplug your tablet, and you're on the stock firmware. Currently the stock firmware is on Android 4.4.2. I have no idea if there's going to be a later version coming out. There's been no news on that so far. But if this video helped, please like the video. That really helps my channel a lot. Also, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section. And also check out the description for links to all this stuff. Alright, thanks guys.